ready for basketball here from Newcastle Chrysler Arena between the Batesville Bulldogs and the Newcastle Trojans. This should be a great game. I think it's going to be close throughout. Batesville is going to have to play tenacious defense, as the Bulldogs usually do. Now we're going to pause for our national anthem. And we are just seconds away from the start of this ball game. This year, there's a new floor in Chrysler Arena. In the past, it's been very eerie to people like myself who announce games because you can hear the ball bounce because it absorbs the sound. This year they put in a parquet floor out of the old Boston Garden. And I tell you what, it's beautiful, and it just adds to the look of this great gymnasium. This place is huge. Largest in the world, and it's not very young either, folks. This thing's been around for quite some time. And it'll be Adam Sainer, jumping center. He'll go up against Brian Latham. Bulldogs will be going from right to left, wearing the home whites, and the tip is up, and it is controlled by Overton. Overton stops, pops, and hits. Leaning jumper just outside the lane for Newcastle, and full court pressure as Coach Seifert expected. Sandifer gets across timeline. Mincer, he's double teamed on the far side. He dribbles through the traffic. Mincer still on the dribble. He dumps it down to Adam Sainer. He goes glass, misses the layup, and the rebound goes to Overton. You don't want to get down early. That's one thing you can't have happen to you if you're Batesville, or either team, but especially Batesville when you're playing on Newcastle's home floor. High right on the dribble is Rodney Berry. Berry throws inside. Almost picked out by Batesville. Tip back out to Berry. He has it high right. Checked by Adam Sainer. Berry sends it up top to Miller. Miller guarded by Mincer. Batesville in the traditional man-to-man. Miller up top. Sends it far side. It's out of bounds to Batesville. Miller's looking for Overton. He zigged when he should have zagged. So Michael Mincer will get the ball on the sideline in front of the Batesville bench. He gets into Sandifer. Sandifer in the backcourt. He dribbles through the double team. Throws to Ertl. Ertl up top. Launches a long two and misses. Hard off the rim. That was short. Ertl really rushed that shot. Overton goes the other way. On the left wing is Berry for three. That's good. No, they called it two. Rodney Berry nails the two. Sandifer in the backcourt on the left-hand dribble. He is checked by Estel. He's across the timeline. Double team throws to Ertl high right. Batesville's not been able to work the ball around and get in any type of set offense. Now they're working it around. Ertl has it up top. Newcastle on a man-to-man. Mincer, right wing. Throws up top to Sandifer. Sandifer looking right, throws right to Sainer. Sainer has the ball above his head. Sainer puts it on the floor, takes it to the top of the key. Bounce pass, Mincer. Michael on Overton. There's a mismatch. Michael's much quicker than Overton. Overton has a height advantage, though. Now Sainer has it high left, throws across the defense to Sander. Sander puts a shot up, misses the easy layup, and the rebound goes to Berry. The jacket comes off for Coach Seifert. At the other end, Overton stripped by Sainer, and Ertl has the ball. Nice play by Adam Sainer. I don't even think he realized what he did. He kind of just put his arm out half and knocked the ball away. Ertl has it. Bounce pass to Sandifer. He stops, pops, and misses badly. Rebound on the weak side by Ertl. His putback is good. So Aaron Ertl scores the first bucket for Batesville in the ball game. At the other end, Miller's leader in the lane is good. That's Brandon Miller's first bucket at 6-2. Batesville trails. Ertl finds Mincer. Quickly down court. Bounce pass Sainer. Sainer on the baseline. He puts it in for two. Each bucket is so good and so important here. You can hear everybody in the gymnasium cheering for each team on every bucket. You don't see that usually in any other time of the season but the postseason. Miller drives through traffic, puts an off-balance shot up, no good, and Ertl has the board. He hands off to Michael Mincer. Mincer in the backcourt, no pressure this time by Newcastle. I think the Trojans have realized that Batesville's going to get through that full court pressure, and the Bulldogs have worked on that this week, so Coach Seifert tells me. Sandifer, bounce pass. Mincer up top, a long three is good! Holy mackerel, Michael Mincer drains the three. His first bucket of the game, and the Bulldog fans are pumped. It's 7-6 Batesville at the first lead of the game. Overton has it. Left wing, calls out a play, stops, lobs inside to Latham. Latham puts it up and in. Brian Latham scores his first bucket of the game. It's 8-7. Newcastle full court pressure, and a steal, and then a travel by Estel. And Estel has his head painted green. Holy mackerel. A couple of the players do actually, but Estel's is very visible. Full court pressure by the Trojans again. It is Mincer on the baseline trying to get in. He can't find anyone. Finally bounces into Ertl, who hands back off to Michael. Michael feeds underneath to Sander. Sander in the lane. His turnaround is up and in. The fans wanting a palming of the ball call on Michael, and actually I'm not sure that they didn't deserve it, but nevertheless Batesville scores. Miller has it high left. He sends it down to Barry, left wing. Barry takes it inside, now back outside. A 3 on the way by Overton is way short, bounces off a few people, and finally Latham comes away with it and throws it away. The Bulldogs will get it back on the far side. It's 9-8 Batesville. So far, a close game, just what I expected. Full court pressure again by the Trojans. Mincer in the backcourt. On the far side of the court, gets it into Sandifer. Sandifer checked by Esto, hands off to Michael. Michael can dribble through any traffic anytime. And now he takes it across the timeline. Checked by Overton. Michael with the left-hand dribble. Dribbles down the left side of the lane, loses it, gets it back, and taps it to Sainer, and Sainer can't hold on. Michael, of all people, is looking a little timid out there, a little scared. Nevertheless, Batesville leads 9-8, 3:54 left first quarter. Miller brings it across the 10-second line with the right-hand dribble. He feeds to Estel. Estel, high right. Now in the lane to Overton, loses it. It's knocked out of, almost out of bounds, saved by Barry. Barry stops, pops, and hits. Barry is the first player in the game to score more than one bucket. He has 4 as the Trojans lead 10-9. Sandifer across the timeline with the left-hand dribble. He takes it to the left wing. Still on the dribble, guarded by Estel. Looking inside, now stops his dribble. Feeds to Sainer. He's stripped out of bounds off of Sainer, out of bounds to Newcastle. Batesville's not going to the ball. They're waiting for these passes to end up right at their chest. Got to go to these passes. Miller across the timeline. His team is up by 1. Miller, checked by Mincer, sends it to Barry, right wing. Barry loves to shoot the rock. Estel does as well. He has it now. Feeds in lane to Overton. Overton's leaner is up and out of the rim. No good. Mincer has the rebound, and he's fouled by Miller. The Batesville fans are loving that. That's the first foul of the game. It's been a relatively clean and quick first quarter so far until that foul was called. And that'll get Batesville the ball back later on the baseline. Substitutions now for Newcastle. Joey Gall is in, number 52 for Latham. Overton takes a seat on the bench. He is replaced by 42 Brady Armstrong. Armstrong, a very experienced player. And now Sainer will be triggering the ball in on the baseline at the far end of the court for the Bulldogs with 3:04 left first period. Batesville down 10-9. He gets it into Mincer. Mincer brings it across the timeline with the right-hand dribble. He checks left, now dribbles left behind the back dribble. Bounce pass Sandifer, high right. Bradley puts it on the floor at the left end to the top of the key. Now he pulls up with the dribble, lobs to Sander. Sander has it high right. Now he takes it to the top. Sends a far side to Ertl. Ertl in the lane. His leaner is up and in. Holy mackerel, what a nice play by Aaron Ertl. Nifty move down low by Aaron, showing some great moves. The shot up at the other end by Barry is no good. Ertl has 4 points in the game. The rebound is out to Miller. He plows into Sandifer, and Sandifer's called for a pushing foul. That's a bunch of baloney, if you ask me. Miller just used him to keep his balance. But nevertheless, a call called on Sandifer, his first, team's first. It's 11-10, Batesville's up by 1. It'll be Barry in the front court on the far side. He bounces into Estel. Estel checked by Sandifer, puts it on the floor, takes it around the arc, now sends it up top to Miller. Miller got it by Mincer. Miller uses a screen, hands off to Overton. Overton bounce pass to Barry. He throws it away, picked up by Sainer. Sainer hands off to Michael Mincer. Batesville up by 1. Neither team has led by more than a bucket or so. Actually, I believe Newcastle was up 4-0, but that's the biggest lead that they have had. Batesville has not led by more than 1. Sainer to Mincer. Mincer in the lane, stops, puts up a 17-footer, way off. Tip goes out to Brady Armstrong. Armstrong trying to shake and bake on Mincer. He forces an off-balance shot up, no good. The rebound goes to Barry, and he lays it in. Rodney Barry has 6 points. He leads both teams in scoring right now. Full court pressure by the Trojans again. Batesville's down by 1, and we got a foul in the backcourt on Barry. On Rodney Barry, that is foul number 1. Team second. Batesville only has 1 foul called at this time. 12-11. Newcastle's up by 1. 1:36 left first quarter. Overton's back in the game for Estel. Sainer on the baseline. Sanders looking for help. Full court pressure again, gets it into Mincer. Mincer in the backcourt. Now the pressure is dropped back by the Trojans. Mincer across the 10-second line. Moves her on to Sanders' screen. In trouble, throws it away, picked up by Sandifer. He feeds to Sander, across the lane to Ertl. Thought about a shot instead, took it down the baseline. Now he puts one up and hits it. Ertl has 6 points in the game. Barry tries to drive baseline, and we got a blocking foul on Sanders. He goes hard to the floor. And that's 1 foul on Sander. That's 2 on the Bulldogs, 2 on Newcastle as well. 13-12, Batesville is up by 1. It's been back and forth. Nick Overmeyer coming into the game for the first time to replace Sander. Sander gets a big hand from the fans and from his teammates on the bench. It'll be Overton to inbound. He gets it into number 42, Armstrong. Back to Overton. He throws up top to Barry. Barry, top of the key. Finds Overton again. He lobs inside. Wide open is number 52. That is Gall who scores. Joey Gall with 2. His first bucket of the game. Full court pressure again by the Trojans. Inbounds play goes to Sandifer. 53 seconds left first quarter. 14-13. Newcastle's up by 1. Sandifer spins across the timeline. He's checked by Overton. He has a right-hand dribble. Sends it to Ertl right wing. Ertl guarded by Miller. Throws up top Michael. Fake to 3. Between the leg dribble. Feeds to Sander in the lane. Sander to Overmeyer. Wide open on the baseline. And he misses the easy shot. Rebounded by Barry. He outlets to Miller. 32 seconds left. Miller lost his dribble, got it back, feeds up top to Barry, launches a 3. Look out. That is no good. Rebounded by Sander. Sander double teamed on the baseline, finds Ertl. Ertl is fouled by Barry. Hey, that's number 2 on Barry. Good news for the Bulldog fans. And that quickly brings Brian Latham off the bench. Josh Esto coming in as well for the Trojans. Miller will sit, and of course Barry will sit with 2 fouls. Batesville's down 14-13 with 22 seconds left first quarter. Obviously, the Bulldogs will hold for 1 here, as they usually do. Mincer gets inbounds play in the backcourt. Now the Trojans back off in the pressure. Coach Seifert telling Michael to quickly take it down the floor. 16 seconds. He's across the timeline with the left-hand dribble. Moves around to Sanders' screen. He's picked up quickly by Latham. They're checked at Gall. Bounce pass, Sandifer. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Sandifer not aware of the clock. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. It's tipped out of bounds to Batesville. No, a foul called on Overton. That's his first, team's 4th. So the Trojans doing a lot of reaching in, and the refs are calling that to the advantage of the Bulldogs. 4 seconds left, 14-13 Newcastle. Sandifer will trigger it in the front court, the far side of the court. 4 seconds on the clock. He gets it into Ertl up top. Ertl looking for help. 2 seconds. Ertl forces one up and does not get it to go. Tried to draw a foul, no call. 14-13, Batesville's down by 1 at the end of 1 quarter. At the end of 1 quarter, it's 14-13. Newcastle is up by 1 over the Batesville Bulldogs. On the floor to start the second for Batesville, Sandifer, Sander, Mincer, Overmeyer, and Ertl. The only starter not in there is Sander for Batesville. And the Bulldogs will have it to start the second. Mincer gets the inbounds pass in the backcourt. He's checked by Overton. Mincer behind the back dribble up top. Looking down low, now he's being pressured by Overton. Behind the back pass to Sander. Up top now is Sandifer. Sandifer guarded by Estel. He takes it to the free throw line, throws across the lane to Ertl. Ertl. Right wing, puts it in the lane, puts it up, and in. Boy, Aaron Ertl is taking the bull by the horns in this game, and that's exactly what you want to see if you're a Batesville fan, because he has been timid off and on this season. But he nails that one. He has 8 points in the ball game. Miller in the air, couldn't do anything with it, so he dumps it down to Barry. Barry misses shot, rebounded by Miller. Miller falls to the floor. He and Ertl get tangled up, and Batesville comes away with the ball. Miller is not always been known as a clean player. Mincer feeds down low to Overmeyer, misses the bunny. We have a jump ball. Man alive. And Coach Seifert's seen enough of that. He's sending in Sander. Nick Overmeyer can't hit the broadside of a barn today. 7:09 left, second quarter. 15-14. Batesville is up by 1. Coach Seifert talking to Nick on the sideline. Probably just telling him it's not his day. So Coach Seifert realizing that puts in Sander. 7:06 left. Batesville's up by 1. Miller across the timeline, checked by Mincer. Miller pulls up with the dribble, just about traveled, throws up top to Overton for 3. That's good. That's Esto out, actually. Josh Esto, as I said in the pregame, he can drain those long-distance shots. That's his first bucket of the game, though. But it's worth 3, and Batesville trails by 2. Mincer in the backcourt, brings it across, checked by Overton. Michael Takes it to the top, now back, sends it left side. Erdl drives baseline, his layup is missed, ball's tipped up. Fight for the rebound, we have over back up Barry, that's 3 on Barry. Holy mackerel, good news for the Bulldogs. The leading scorer thus far in the game for Newcastle, Rodney Berry, has 3 fouls, and we have just begun the second quarter. Coach Kurt Bell is not happy, but he can't do anything about it. Back in the game for Newcastle is Brady Armstrong. Armstrong replaces Barry. Mincer on the baseline for the Bulldogs. He triggers it into Sandifer, right wing. Sandifer puts on the floor, bounce pass to Mincer, launches a 3, and in and out. Oh, man, alive. That thing went halfway down the cylinder, no good. Rebounded by Newcastle. Miller takes it to the other end, plows into Bulldog Sainer, and that's offensive foul. Sainer takes the charge, and on Miller, that's 2. 2 on Miller, 3 on Rodney Berry. Things are looking good for Batesville, and they're only going 17-15 in favor of the Trojans, though. 6:24 left in the second quarter. Full court pressure by the Trojans. Man, don't be surprised if Batesville doesn't go right at Miller. Full court pass down to Sandifer. He finds Sander, who lays it in. Matt Sander lays it in on the fast break. Nice job by the Bulldogs to beat the break. And Sander scores his second bucket, I should say, of the game. He has 4. In and underneath is Latham, who goes down, but he makes the bucket. Ryan Latham has 4 points in the game. No pressure this time by the Trojans. I think they finally learned their lesson last time. Mincer to the free throw line. Throws underneath to Sanders. Sanders hammered from behind. That's on Latham, and that is Ryan Latham's first foul. 7 on Newcastle already. So Bates will be in the 1-1 from here on out. Man, we have quite a lot of time left in the second quarter. Sander goes to the line to shoot the 2-shot foul. Only 2 fouls on Batesville so far in this game. 19-17. Batesville trails by 2, though, because they can't hit any of these easy shots. Sander bricks the first layup. If Batesville was hitting their shots, they'd be winning this game easily. Second one is up, and this one is good for Matt Sanders. Sander has 5 points in the game. As I said, Batesville can score, get scoring, I should say, from just about any starter. Latham travels. Batesville gets the ball back. Newcastle committing a lot of mental errors. Newcastle's committing quite a few errors, unforced errors, as they say in tennis, and Batesville just can't hit the shots. Mincer in the backcourt, he brings it down the floor in Overton. Behind the back dribble, up top, penetrates the lane, his runner is up and in. Holy mackerel, what a play by Michael Mincer. Unbelievable. He has 5 points in the game, took it right down the pike. Esto has it, loses, stripped by Mincer. Michael Mincer goes the other way. He does not have the numbers yet, he takes it up, misses a shot, rebound goes to Erdl, his putback is good. And now Batesville has a 22-19 lead, the biggest lead of the game for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldog fans are on their feet. Miller to the free throw line. He stops, pops, in, hits. Tough shot by Brandon Miller. He has 4. Mincer in the backcourt. Walking it across, 5 minutes left first half, 22-21, and we have a foul on Erdl. I guess Erdl held his man underneath at the other end of the floor. Pushing foul is what's called on Aaron. That's his first, only the 3rd on Batesville. And Latham will trigger it into Miller in the backcourt for the Trojans. Miller feeds to Esto. Esto in the lane. Took about 3 steps, missed a shot. The tip-in is there by Joey Gall. Yeah, that's his 4th point of the game. Coach Seifert wanting that travel called as well. Behind the back dribble by Mincer. That's kind of a Patrick Ewing take there by Miller. He get a few steps in the lane. Sanders' shot is blocked. Tipped out to Latham. Latham almost stripped, gets it ahead to Overton, and he blows the layup. The putback is there by Latham, though. Ryan Latham has 6 points in the game. And it's suddenly 25-22. Batesville down by 3. So a sudden swing of momentum. Mincer has it, and the Newcastle fans are on their feet. In the lane, through the legs of Sainer, and it's picked up by Latham and Newcastle. Estel, baseline, double team, goes up top to Miller. Miller puts a shot up, a rainbow, that is no good. The tip goes to Sainer. Sainer puts on the floor, feeds ahead to Erdl, up ahead to Sandifer now. Sandifer goes to the rack and scores. Nice move by Brad Sandifer. Faked the pass back and took it himself to the rack. And we have another turnover on Newcastle. Threw it away. That incidentally was the first bucket by Brad Sandifer. But at this time we have all 5 starters for Batesville in the books. Obermeyer back in the game now. Obermeyer replaces Aaron Ertl, who's going to get a quick breather. 25-24, Batesville's down by 1. A great game so far, as we expected. Bulldogs have the ball. Sandifer gets it into Michael Mincer. Mincer across the 10-second line, double team. He dribbles through it as he usually does. Now he pulls up, dishes to Sainer. Kicks it out high to Sandifer. Sandifer moves around to Sainer's screen, lobs into Sainer on the give and go. Oh, Mincer comes away with the loose ball. He tries to feed. We have a kick ball on Newcastle. Try to get it back down low to Sainer. Batesville moving well without the ball, which is what you like to see. 3:28 left, first half. Batesville is down by 1, 25-24. Mincer's on the baseline on the left side of the Batesville bucket. Michael slaps the ball at the left hand, looking, finally gets it into Obermeyer. He finds Sandifer between the circles. Sandifer checked by Miller, bounce pass Obermeyer left wing. Nick dribbles a few times, now takes in the lane, feeds to Sanders. Sanders underneath, this shot is up, no good. The tip, tipped again. Sainer has it, and we have, holy mackerel, traveling Sainer. I don't even think he had possession of the ball long enough to travel. Well, at least the refs have been consistent both sides. They've been calling everything. As Ertl is checking back in the game for Batesville. He replaces either Sander or Sainer, or Obermeyer, and it's Sander. Boy, Sander and Obermeyer both having their difficulties today hitting their shots close to the bucket. Those point-blank shots aren't falling. They're trying to throw it too high off the glass to overcompensate for the height of Newcastle. Estel has it, feeds underneath, and we have an offensive foul on 52, Joey Gaw, as he plowed into Obermeyer. That's Gaw's first foul, 8th, so Batesville is in the bonus, shooting the 1-and-1. Player control foul, no shots on an offensive foul, but if Batesville is in the bonus, Mincer double teamed in the corner, throws, and it's stolen by Miller, and then Sandifer fouls Miller. That's 2 on Brad Sandifer. He's the only Bulldog with more than 1 foul. Only 4 fouls on the Bulldogs overall in this half. 2:59 left in the first half. Batesville's only down by 1, 25-24. Gaw will trigger it in. He gets it into Miller. Miller near the timeline. Checked by Mincer. Miller throws right on the catch. Brady Armstrong. Armstrong takes the baseline right side. Throws across the lane. Shot is up by Gaw. No good. Rebounded by Mincer. We have a foul underneath. This goes against Latham. That is his second. Brian Latham on the rebound. Foul the Bulldog underneath. And now we have Overton coming back in for Newcastle. Coach Bell got shuttle service right now between the bench and the floor. His players are going in and out continuously. And Latham takes the seat on the bench. He is replaced by Overton. Going to line, shooting the 1-and-1 is Ertl. On the night, Aaron, or on the day I should say, Aaron has 10 points. And his first free throw is good. Give him 11. He's leading both teams in scoring right now. As we've said all year long, when Aaron is shooting the ball well, Batesville has a great chance of winning, better than usual, and he nails the second one. Give him 12. 2:47 left in the second quarter. Batesville's up by 1, 26-25. Miller to the free throw line now, backs it out to three-point range, sends it to Overton, high left. He feeds to Estel. Estel, left wing, back up top to Miller. Miller moves past Mincer in the lane. He is leaner's good. Boy, Brad Sandifer has the patent on the runner in the lane, and Miller has a patent on the leaner. He's always leaning in the lane when he puts up that shot, but he gets it to fall. It's 27-26, Newcastle. Mincer up top, moves around to Sainer's screen. Actually, he didn't use the screen, he went the other way. Now Ertl launches a 3 left wing, and that's good! Aaron Ertl for 3. Somebody call the fire chief. He's on fire. 2:07 left, second quarter, 29-27. Batesville's up by 2. Holy mackerel. In the lane, Estel bounce pass up top. Miller launches a 3 and rims out, no good. Rebounded by Sainer. Sainer bounces to Mincer as he scans the floor. Now he walks it down, takes his time to set the offense. 1:49 left in the first half. 29-27 in favor of Batesville. Ertl has it right wing, up top to Mincer. Michael has yet to start his dribble. He's checked by 42. Armstrong now, he stops, pops from 17 and misses. Rebound. We got a foul on Sander over the back, no doubt about that one. That's only the first on Adam Sander. He's done a good job of staying out of foul trouble. That's 5 fouls now on Batesville. So the fouls are starting to even out here as we end the first half. Sander replaces Obermeyer in the Batesville lineup. 1:33 left, first half, 29-27. Batesville's up by 2. Batesville has led no more than by 2 points, and Newcastle is led by 4. That at the beginning of the game. Miller tries to feed down low. It's kicked by Sander, no call, but the Bulldogs pick it up. Mincer dribbles through the double team. He's in trouble, finds Ertl, who fires down court over the head of Sander. Coach Seifert is livid on the sideline. 1:16 left. Sander didn't think that pass was intended for him, and so he let it go through, and it actually was. 1:10 left. Batesville's up by 2. Miller across the 10-second line. He dishes to Estel. Estel drives baseline, throws across the lane, and we have a foul on the floor. No, offensive foul against Brady Armstrong, his first. Man, I'm kind of shocked at that one. Of course, we'll take it. Batesville fans will, but that's a shocker. Mincer on the baseline. 1:01 left in the first half. Batesville's up by 2. The score hasn't changed for a while. Sanford throws across timeline over the head of Sander. Man alive. Batesville is just overcompensating for this height of Newcastle. They're just trying to put too much juice on the pass. Newcastle fans back in the game now as Miller brings it across the timeline with the right-hand dribble. He sends it to Estel. Fakes a 3 now. Puts up a 17-footer and hits. Josh Estel with only his 5th point of the game. He's one of their leading scorers. 43 seconds left. Tie game, 29 apiece. Mincer on the baseline. I have a feeling neither team is going to break out to big lead here. And we're going to have a substitution now for Newcastle in the game for the first time today. 20, Brock Ryan replaces Miller. Miller playing with 2 fouls, so maybe Coach Bell doesn't want to see him get a third in the final 40 seconds of this first half. Mincer brings it across, checked by Armstrong. Mincer feeds to Sander, gets it back up top. 30 seconds left. Michael with the left-hand dribble in the center jump circle. Batesville will hold for 1 more than likely. He hands off now to Sandifer, takes the right side. 22 seconds left, 29 apiece. Sandifer, the left-hand dribble, standing in the center jump circle. Now he moves to the left wing, back up top, feeds to Sander. Sander hands off to Michael Mincer. 13 seconds left. Michael will try to shake free for a traditional 3-pointer at the end of the buzzer, or at the end of the quarter, as he usually does. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Michael launches about a 28-footer, and in and out, just misses. That's the end of the first half. 29-29. Holy mackerel, we have a good game going here. 29-29 between the Bulldogs and the Trojans. Close as everyone expected. Here's some halftime stats with the score knotted up at 29 apiece. Leading the way for Batesville, Aaron Ertl with 15 points in the first half. He's followed by 2 players, Mincer with 5 and Sander with 5. Also scoring for Batesville, Brad Sandifer with 2 and Adam Sander with 2. For Newcastle, their scoring is pretty well spread out. Miller with 6 and Rodney Berry has 6. Brian Latham has 6. They lead the Trojans, followed by Joey Gall with 4. And let's see, Josh Estel has 5. Also scoring for Newcastle's John Overton with 2. So scoring is a little bit more spread out for Newcastle than I expected, and for Batesville it's been pretty much all Aaron Ertl. So just the opposite of what I expected is happening as far as scoring is concerned. I thought Batesville would be a little bit more spread out, and I thought that Newcastle would be relying on Estel and Berry and maybe Overton. And right now Overton has 2. Estel has 5. Berry does have 6, but he has 3 fouls and had to sit out most of the second quarter. All right, we're preparing now for the second half of basketball. And the first game of the regional here in Newcastle. The second game will feature Richmond and Connorsville. Same 4 teams that were here last year, and we're ready now. The Bulldogs have the ball. Mincer gets it in the backcourt. Michael across the timeline with the leg dribble, checked by Overton. He's up top still, now takes it to the left side. On the dribble, fires up top to Sandifer. Sandifer, left wing, dishes to Erdl, who stands in three-point range. Underneath to Sander, he misses a layup, partially blocked, and rebound goes to Barry, who outlets to Miller. Miller dishes to Estel. Up top is Barry. He takes it to the free throw line, puts a shot up, and misses. In and out, rebounded by Mincer. Lobs head to Sander. Sander puts it on the floor with the right hand on the right wing. Now fires back up top to Michael. Finds Erdl, top of the key. Aaron dribbles to the right. Now sends it to Sander. Sander high right. Hands off to Sandifer between the circles. 7:17 left, third period. Mincer, bounce pass, Sandifer, high right. Batesville taking its time with the ball this possession. Mincer faked a three, takes it down to the baseline, now lobs to Erdl. Erdl checked quickly by Overton. Erdl drives it over to the free throw line, forces one up, and does not hit it, but Sander puts it up and in. Matt Sander scores. He has 7 in the game. He scores the first points of this third period. 31-29 Batesville. At the other end, a shot up and hit by Overton. Quick shot by John Overton. He now has 4 in the contest. As the other side of the court, we see Connorsville heading to the locker room. The mighty Spartans, as they say in Connorsville. Mincer loses the ball, gets it back. He's checked by Overton, sends it between the circles to Sandifer, who's guarded by Miller. Sandifer switches hands on the dribble. Dishes to Erdl, left wing. Erdl to Mincer. He puts a quick shot up. No good. Rebounds tipped to Overton. John Overton across the timeline with the left-hand dribble. He backs it out high, throws across the defense to Estel, launches a long three and hits from the outside. Man alive, that's a Josh Estel I know. 8 points for him now. And suddenly Batesville's down by 3. Erdl can't hold on to it. It falls on the floor and it's out of bounds to Newcastle. And the Bulldogs call timeout. Newcastle's up by 3 with 5:59 left in the third. 5:59 left in the third. Batesville trails 34-31. Miller gets the ball in the backcourt for the Trojans. Brings it across the timeline, met by Mincer. Miller between the leg dribble. Now sends it to Overton. Overton in the lane. His leaner is good. John Overton is starting to take over this ball game. Full court pressure by the Bulldogs. Mincer's pass hits the backcourt, out of bounds back to Newcastle. 5-point lead. That's the biggest lead of the game for either team. That's how close it's been. Estel on the baseline looking for help. Finally gets it in to Latham, back to Estel. Josh Estel on the dribble. Bounce pass to Miller near the timeline. Miller in the jump circle, switches hands on the dribble, kicks it out to Estel for 3. That is no good, way off. And Sainer has the rebound. He finds Mincer in the backcourt. That was a brick, baby. Mincer brings it across the timeline. Michael with the right-hand dribble feeds to Sandifer. Sandifer looking inside, holds the ball above his head. Now he starts to dribble to the free throw line, kicks out to Mincer, launches a 3. That is no good. Rebounded by Sainer. His putback is stripped from behind, but he's fouled. The foul goes against Estel. That's his first, though. Team's first of this half. .507 left in the third, 36-31. Batesville's down by 5. Sainer going the line to shoot 2. He's been exceptional free throw shooter this year. Adam puts up the first one and hits it. He's got only 3 points in the game right now. He's had times this year where he's really turned it on, I should say, in the second half as he hits the second one. So has Michael, and we need that to happen for Batesville to win, because Michael had 5 points at half and Adam Sainer only had 2. Miller up top. Takes it to the right wing. He finds Latham, who launches a 3 and misses. Rebound tip to Mincer. Michael dribbles through traffic across the timeline. Michael to the free throw line. Now he backs it out high. Thought about a 3. Dishes to Erdl, who does launch a 3 and misses. Rebounded by Sainer. Good board by Adam Sainer. Now Sandifer has it to the free throw line. And we've got an offensive foul on Sandifer. I don't believe it. He did run into his defender, but I don't think that was an offensive foul. That's 3 on Brad Sandifer. 4:40 left in the third period. 36-33. Batesville's down by 3. Bulldogs have only scored 4 points in this half, and Newcastle has scored 7. Miller will beat it across. Batesville needs a good defensive stop here. Miller moves around the screen set by Barry. Barry gets the ball back up top. Now dishes to Miller. We have a foul away from the ball. This is on Sander holding. That's 2 on Matt Sander. That's 2 fouls on the Bulldogs in this half, 1 on Newcastle. Esto will trigger it in from the baseline left side of the Newcastle bucket. He's looking for help, feeds in weak side, and the layup is missed by Overton. Rebounded by Erdo, who finds Spencer, throws a baseball pass down to Sander. Sander goes to the rack and scores. Nice awareness on Michael Mintzer's part to see Sander down the floor wide open. Matt having a decent game. He has 9 after a little rocky start. Latham's fall away's no good. The rebound goes to Erdo. He is stripped of it, and it goes out of bounds to Newcastle. Oh, my mercy. Coach Seifert doesn't like to call. And Adam Sander's complaining. And we have substitution now. Gall and Brady Armstrong back in the game. Joey Gall and Brady Armstrong replacing Overton and also Brian Latham. Esto feeds into Barry. Up top is Miller. 4:03 left, third period. Esto launches a 3 and misses. Rebounded by Sainer. Adam doing a good job on the boards. Minzer has in the backcourt, fakes a pass down the court. Now he dribbles across the timeline, checked by Esto. And he is fouled by Esto. Finally, Esto's called for 1. That's his second. He's been all over Michael like a cheap suit. 2 fouls on Newcastle in this half, 2 on Batesville now. Minzer in the front court near the midcourt stripe, trying to get it in. Does to Sandifer in the backcourt. Sandifer finds Minzer. Bates is going to have to get it across in a hurry here. Michael brings it across the timeline, lobs to Sandifer. Sandifer's tip. This pass is tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Newcastle. 3:40 left, third period. Bates was down by 1, 36-35. After a quick start by the Trojans, Batesville has been playing much better here in this third period. Play goes to Sandifer. Now Minzer has it. Feeds to Erdo. His bounce. Erdo dumps it down underneath the Sander. And Sander scores on the layup. I couldn't tell if that was a pass or a shot. That was blocked. Either way, Sander ends up with the other end. Miller drives, and he's fouled by Michael Minzer. That's Michael's first, though. Third on Batesville. Only 2 fouls on Newcastle so far. Batesville's up 37-36. This one, I can tell already, as I've said throughout, is going down to the wire. And that will send Miller to the line to shoot 2. 3:21 left in the third. 37-36. Batesville's up by 1. Miller going to the line. His first free throw attempt is no good. The Batesville fans are loving that. Newcastle fans on the near side are beside themselves right now. Second one by Miller is a brick, but it goes in. It drops in for the sophomore. He has 7 points. That's his first point of this half. Minzer in the backcourt across the timeline now with the right-hand dribble, checked by Armstrong. Minzer bounce pass to Sainer. Sainer feeds to Erdo just outside the lane left side and back to Sainer. Sainer's layup is good. Give and go by the Bulldogs. Results in 2 points. Adam has 6 points in the game now. Batesville's up by 2. Miller finds number 42. Armstrong, we have a foul on Newcastle. 9:37, Batesville's up by 2. 2:55 left in the third period. Adam Sainer will inbound at the far end of the court for the Bulldogs. Folklore pressure by the Trojans. Sainer gets it into Michael Minzer. Checked by Overton. Minzer will bring it down the floor for the Bulldogs to set up the offense. Batesville's up by 2. Minzer just inside the arc, bounce pass, Sainer left wing. He feeds to Erdo. Erdo working on Esto. His shot is up and no good. Good shot, just didn't fall. Batesville's missed a lot of close ones today. Rebounded by Gall. Now Miller has it between the circles, moves around a Gall screen, bounce pass Overton left wing. Overton looking inside, puts it on the floor once. Now switches hands on the dribble, takes it down baseline, throws across the lane. And Armstrong's leaner is... Brady Armstrong scores his first bucket of the contest. Sandifer across the timeline. Tie game, 39 apiece. Sandifer double teamed. He's in trouble. Bounce pass Sander near the timeline. Sander now being pressured. Puts on the floor. He's double teamed. He loses it. Picked up by Miller. Miller goes the other way. Blocked by Sander. And Sander's also called for a foul. Good foul there. That's 3 on Matt Sander. 2:03 left in the third. Batesville is tied with Newcastle, 39 apiece. 3 on Sander. That'll send Miller to the line to shoot 2. Miller, only a sophomore, saw quite a few minutes last year in the regional and the semi-state for the Trojans. He nails the first one. He has 8 points in the game. Miller's brother Scott was the point guard for the Trojans the previous 3 seasons. And Brandon misses the second one, rebounded by Armstrong, and he's fouled underneath. And the Newcastle fans are pumped. This foul goes against Ertl. That's Aaron's second. That's 5 fouls on Batesville in this half, only 3 on Newcastle. Batesville is trailing by 1 now with Armstrong at the line shooting 2. And he bricks the first one. But Newcastle doesn't appear to be a great free throw shooting team, at least not today. And Armstrong attempts the second one. It's up and it is good. Give him 3 points in the game. Batesville's down by 2. Sandifer across the timeline. Slows it down. Has it right wing with the right hand dribble. He's double teamed and he's fouled. This goes against either Armstrong or Miller. Let's see who they give this one to. It is Miller. That's 3 on Miller. 1:51 left in the third. 41-39 Newcastle. Overton guarding inbounds play. Michael trying to feed it in and does to Sandifer. Hands back off to Michael. Mincer up top. Mincer switches hands on the dribble. Behind the back dribble in the lane. Now outside the lane, left side. Bounce pass Sandifer up top. Sandifer throws high right to Sander. Back to Michael. Fakes a 3. Now pulls up for 16 and hits it. Michael's got to do more of that if Batesville's going to come out on top. He's got 7. That's his first bucket of this half. Mincer has got to get at least half of his average, which is around 22. Overton throws up top to Miller, across the defense to Estelle, drives baseline. Estelle puts a leaner up and in. He has 9 points. You can check that, 10 points now in the game for Estelle. 43-41 as Mincer drives across. Newcastle in the lead, bounce pass to Sander, up. His shot goes, no good, rebound, and we have a foul on Sander. 2 on Sander. 6 on Batesville in this half. Coach Seifert not happy with the no call there because Sander had the ball underneath and all the Newcastle players went up over him and no call was made. Batesville's down by 2, 54 seconds left in the third. Miller across the timeline, moves around a Armstrong screen, trying to get free of for a shot. Sanders guarding him now. He launches a 3 and misses. Put back by Armstrong is there. No block out by Batesville. That's 5 points for Brady Armstrong, all in this quarter. 32 seconds left. Mincer throws to Ertl. Ertl, no look pass to Sander. Up top again is Michael Mincer. 27 seconds left. Batesville's down by 4. They've trailed by as many as 5. Mincer getting free of Armstrong. High left on the dribble. Batesville wants to get a bucket here, though, to cut it to 2 as we go into the fourth period. Michael stands near the timeline. 10 seconds left. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Michael up top, trying to free himself. He launches a 3 and hits for the outside. Holy mackerel, that's the end of the third quarter. He does it again. That's a 9th time this year. Michael Mincer has drained a 3 to end the quarter. 5-44, unbelievable. Before Batesville's down by 1 as we enter the fourth period. It'll be Newcastle's ball to start the last quarter here. The winner will play the winner of the Richmond-Connersville game tonight at 8 o'clock. Miller has it between the circles. He sends it to Estelle. Josh Estelle lobs to Latham in the lane. His leaner is no good. The rebound is tipped to Sainer, Batesville. Sainer finds Minzer, full court pressure by the Trojans. Sandifer gets in the backcourt, back to Michael now, 7:39 left. Batesville's down by 1. Minzer drained his 9-3 in the final seconds of a quarter this year. His leaner in the lane's good! 12 points for Michael now. He's starting to feel it, and that's what Batesville needs. A hot Michael Minzer. Batesville's up by 146, 245, 722 left. Overton, right wing. Puts on the floor, dribbles past Ertl, now stops, dishes out high to Esto, who travels. Obvious, good call, big time. $7:14 left in the game. Batesville up by 1. Every possession so important from here on out for both squads. Batesville's got to continue to score. Michael's got to feel the hot. Batesville knuckles in on defense. Barry, who's been out a long time, is back in the game, and he finds Overton and misses the layup, but he gets his own and puts it in. Overton scores his 8th point of the game, and Batesville down by 1. Minzer across the timeline, finds Sandifer high right, who feeds to Sander. He goes glass, no, it's no good, but Sander puts it up and in, and Sander goes to the floor. Coach Seifert wanted a call. Sander was Johnny on the spot. I think everyone, including myself, just paused there, expecting a foul to be called. Nothing was. Sander was undercut on his layup attempt, no call, but Sander put it up and in. At the other end, we have a foul on Batesville. And this one will be called on Sander. And then Adam Sander, that's his 3rd. 7th foul on Batesville. So that puts Mary at the line for the 1-1. The first one is up, and this is good. Nothing but net for Rodney Berry. He has 7 points in the game. 6:26 left in the contest. 48-48. Barn burner throughout. Biggest lead for Newcastle's been 5. Biggest lead for Batesville's been 3. Second one is up, and this one is good by Berry, the senior. Give him 8. Pressure by the Trojans. Minzer dribbles through it. He's across the timeline now. Has it out high, guarded by Miller. Miller is equally as quick. Sandifer penetrates, bounce pass Sander underneath, and he scores on the layup. Nice look by Sandifer, and great layup by Adam Sander. He has 8. He and Michael are both tuning it up here in the 4th quarter. Or I should say the second half, really. And driving the other end is Miller, and he travels. Traveling calls have really killed Newcastle today, kept Batesville in the game. Batesville's up by 1. The Bulldogs here, again, have a chance to add to the lead and get a little cushion. I don't know if you can call a 3-point lead a cushion, but it's better than a 1-point lead as Obermeyer checks back in the game. He replaces Sander. 6:04 left, 50-49. Batesville is up by 1. Full court pressure by the Trojans. Michael Minzer has it far into the court. Puts it into Sander for Bradley. Checked by Miller now. Across the timeline with the left-hand dribble. Feeds to Minzer. He is guarded by Armstrong. Michael behind the back dribble. Penetrates now. His fall away is no good. He tried to pass it underneath. It's stolen by Barry. Barry takes it to the rack and scores. Nice move by Barry underneath. He has 10. No pressure this time. Batesville's down by 1 with 5:36 left in the quarter. Coach Seifert looking on the bench. With the ball is Sandifer, high right. He lobs to Minzer. Minzer backs it out the 3-point lane. Newcastle has played really tough defense on Michael, out high, not allowing him any 3-pointers. He dumps it down to Sander, and he lays it in. That has worked to perfection in this half. The Bulldogs penetrate, and once the defense follows that player, Sander's wide open for the easy lay-in as the rebound goes to Batesville off a miss of Barry's shot. 5:02 left, Batesville's up by 1 here. Again, Batesville has a chance to add to a 1-point lead. Minzer up top. Holds the ball with the right hand near his hip. Now he takes it to the floor to the left side. Bounce pass up top to Ertl. Guarded by Esto. 4:47 left. Ertl finds Sandifer wide open for a 17-footer. That is off. Rebound goes to Obermeyer. Tips it to Ertl. Batesville will reload. Minzer launches a long 3, and that is no good as it bounces in front of the rim, hit the back of the rim, and came off. 4:31 left. Boy, the Bulldogs need that one. In the lane, it's Miller, and he drains it. Not sure if that long distance three is what Coach Seifert wanted, as Ertl has the backcourt feeds to Sandifer. Sandifer stops, dishes to Ertl. Batesville's down by 1, 4:16 left. Ertl on the dribble, across the arc, and we have a call away from the ball holding on Newcastle. This will go against Vestal. That's 3. Only 4 fouls in Newcastle. Doesn't look like Batesville's even going to be in the bonus the rest of the game, as Latham takes a seat on the bench. She's replaced by Joey Gall. Batesville's down by 1, 53-52, 4:10 left in the game. Mincer on the baseline, right side of the Bulldog bucket. He is guarded by Armstrong, gets it in, but it's tipped out of bounds by Miller, back to Batesville. Mincer on the baseline once again. Looking. Still looking. He's going to have to call timeout. Finally lobs into Sandifer. Nice catch over the shoulder by Sandifer. He dishes to Ertl. Launches a 3 left side. That's in and out. I don't believe it. That was halfway down the cylinder. Man alive. Batesville's just having any luck tonight. 3:56 left in the fourth quarter. Batesville down by 1. Got to make a defensive stop here. Miller has it up top by Mincer. Mincer's call for reaching in. That's his second. And that puts Miller in line for the 1-and-1. Maybe that's not a bad idea, because he's not been especially sharp from the line today. He's hit about 3/4 of his, well, I wouldn't even say that, 2/3 of his shots at best. And Miller will step up to the charity stripe. His team is up by 1, 3:49 left in the game. The winner of this game will play the winner of Connorsville and Richmond. My guess that'll be Connorsville, as Miller hits it. Well, he picked a good time to start hitting free throws if you're a Newcastle fan. That's 11 points for Brandon. Miller gets the ball back to the official. 54-52 Newcastle. Shot is up, and it is in. Batesville's got to score at least. Just get it 2. Lots of time left, but you got to put a stop on Newcastle at the other end. Mincer across the timeline now, guarded by Armstrong. And the ball's tipped out of bounds. 3:38 left in the contest. 55-52. Newcastle's up by 3. Mincer will trigger it in. In the front court, he gets it in. It's tipped and stolen by Barry. At the other end, Michael tips it off of Miller out of bounds to Batesville. Great recovery by Michael Mincer. After a bad pass, he goes the other end and tips it off of Miller. I don't know why the Newcastle fans are arguing. That's a perfect call. 3:35 left. Batesville's got to score here. Sandifer in the backcourt. He'll bring it across the timeline, and does. He waits for help. No, he continues to dribble. High left. Takes it to the baseline. Lobs to Sainer. Sainer has it out high on the dribble. Sainer calls for help. Dishes to Michael Mincer. Mincer got to just penetrate right now and either draw a foul or dish off underneath, which is what they've had success doing this half. Now he does. In the lane, dumps it down to Sander, and he makes the layup. Boy, did I make that call or what? Sander scores. Sander, man alive, he's having a great game. He has 15 points. And pushing foul on Sander. Sander can't believe it. That's 4 on Adam Sander. 2:58 left, 55-54. Batesville down by 1. I don't know about that one. That puts the big guy, Joey Gall, at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Somehow I have a feeling he's not the greatest free throw shooter, but we'll find out momentarily. 2:58. And Gall puts it up and bricks it. Ertl with the rebound. Poetic justice, I think, is what that's called. Mincer across the timeline with the right-hand dribble. Takes it to the free throw line. Double team loses it. It's on the floor. It's picked up by Newcastle. Coach Seifert wanted a travel call. Nothing doing. 2:40 left. Batesville's down by 1. Need a big stop here as Miller brings it across the timeline. Timeout call by Miller. 55-54. Newcastle leads by 1. Barry will inbound the ball at the midcourt for the Trojans. 2:33 left. Batesville has to get a stop as Miller gets in the backcourt. Batesville is playing a top 20 team here, although many people think Batesville should be a top 20 team. They were ranked just outside the poll at one point, and that was the day that they lost to Franklin County, so that shot their chances of getting a top 20 ranking. They are receiving votes, though, in the coaches poll right now. Estill has it out high. Estill, top of the key, now dishes to Barry, high left. Looks like Kurt Bell's going to run a little four corners here to chew up some clock. Now Barry, left wing, they're just going to chew up some clock. It looks like they're just going to run out the game, or try to at least. And Anderson has it up top. Armstrong, rather. Brady Armstrong dishes to Miller, and Mintzer's called for a push. That's 3 on Michael, and that's the wrong player to foul. 1:48 left. Batesville down by 1. If he hits these, it'll be a 3-point lead. If he hits both of them, it's a 1-and-1. Oh, no, it's 10 fouls now in Batesville, so they'll be in the double bonus situation from here on out. Only 5 fouls. No, 4 fouls, check that, called on Newcastle. Miller puts it up and gets it to fall. 13 points for Miller now. He's had a great second half, especially this fourth quarter, and he gets a second one. Mintzer will bring it down the floor, trailing by 3. All you need here is a 2, just a 2, but you gotta get a 2. Michael between the circles. This reminds me of last year. Batesville painting in the whole game, but just never seemed like they could get over the hump for any long stretch of time. Ertl forces one up and gets it to fall. Holy mackerel, with the player right in his face. Ertl hits the 2. He has 17. That's his first bucket of this quarter. 1:22 left in the game. 57-56. Newcastle. Armstrong is fouled by Ertl. And that's foul number 3 on Aaron Ertl. No accident there. Aaron wanted to put him at the line, but he's missed, or I believe hit all his free throw attempts today. 1:16 left. 57-56. Newcastle, the Batesville players on the bench, all on their feet, and a timeout called on the floor. 1:16 remaining here in Newcastle. 1:16 left. Fasten your safety belts, folks. This one's going down the wire just like last year's game did versus Connorsville. Armstrong at the line to shoot 2. These are 2-shot fouls from here on out because their Trojans are in the double bonus situation. A law or new rule just initiated, I should say, this year. And Armstrong's free throw is up, and it is good. Armstrong has 6 points in the game. 1:16 left. Batesville down by 2. This could make it a 3-point game. And it's up, and it is short. Rebounded by Sainer. And he finds Mintzer in the backcourt, who's fouled, no call. But Newcastle fans are saying Michael stepped on the baseline. I don't know, but there was a foul there first that wasn't called, so maybe the ref just let it go by. Mintzer in the lane, shovel pass to Sander, and he makes the layup. It ties the game, 58-58. 56 seconds left. Holy mackerel, hang on, everybody. Miller across the timeline. He finds Barry. Barry, 47 seconds left. Bounce pass to Gall. Gall, 3-point range. Checked by Sander. Gall. Gall looking for help. Finds Barry and a foul on Sander. He's out of here. He's gone. And Sander's gone. 38 seconds left. Not the way you want to go out of a game, win or lose, if you're the senior, one of the senior captains. So now Batesville's going to have some rebounding help as Obermeyer comes in the game. Fortunately, only 38 seconds are remaining. That sends Barry to the line, and he's a pretty good free throw shooter. He's a senior. He's been 38 ticks left on the clock. Barry's first free throw is no good. The Bulldog fans love it. Even if he makes this, a 2-pointer for Batesville will win the game. Second one by Barry is good. Rattles around and in. 35 seconds to win the game for Batesville. They're down by 1. Minzer across the timeline. Michael up top. 25 seconds left. Oh, the Bulldogs better get something going here. Michael trying to shake free of Armstrong. He dishes to Sandifer. They're going to go for one shot. We have a holding foul on Armstrong. And that's only 5 fouls on Newcastle. It's only 5 fouls on the Trojans, so that doesn't put Batesville in a shooting situation. They've got a couple to give still. I think the Batesville fans were thinking that Batesville would be shooting there. They got a little overexcited. Sandifer on the near sideline gets into Michael. 16 seconds left. Michael up top, 14 seconds left. Oh, my mercy. Michael, 11 seconds. Finds Sandifer. 8 seconds. Sandifer drives baseline. In the lane to Erno. His layup is up. It's good. He's fouled with 4 seconds left. Holy mackerel! Holy mackerel! Holy mackerel! Holy mackerel! Holy mackerel! I don't believe it! Oh my! Holy mackerel! Holy mackerel! Sander dishes to Erno. Erno lays it in and he's fouled! Holy mackerel! 4 seconds left. The Bulldogs are up 60-59. Aaron has to hit one of these to make it a 2-point game. Of course, Newcastle can hit a 3 to win it. Oh, my mercy. 4 seconds left. What a play. Erno steps up to the line with 4 seconds left to try to complete the 3-point play. He needs to hit one to make it a 2-point game. Of course, Newcastle can hit a 3. Erno at the line. Big free throw for the junior. It's up and it is good. Batesville's up. Inbounds pass goes to Esto. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Esto launches the 3 at the buzzer. It's good! I don't believe it! I don't believe it! Oh no! Unbelievable! Oh man, alive! Oh my God! I don't believe it! Josh Esto drains the 3. The ball game is over. Batesville can't believe it. Oh man. Oh man, I don't believe it. That's the ball game. 62-61, Newcastle wins on a last-second 3-pointer. This turned out to be one of the greatest ball games I have ever seen.